If you have Crohn's disease and you are underweight, this is the first thing you need to do. It's super easy to do. Anybody can do it, and I've helped many people recover tons of weight in a very short amount of time. I thought it would be a miracle if I got to 175 pounds, back when I weighed like 100, 155 pounds. Now I weigh like 195, and I am very happy with the way my body looks. And this was the easiest thing that I could do. So when you first start trying to treat your gut holistically, your Crohn's holistically, you start to try to eat healthier. And the first thing you're probably going to take out of your diet is sugar, especially sugary drinks. Now, when you have Crohn's, you eat a food and it barely sits in your small intestine. That's where your food gets digested and absorbed. So, usually, let's say food hangs out in the small intestine on average for 6 hours in a healthy person. Somebody who's going 10, 20 times a day, their food is only hanging out in their small intestine for maybe an hour. You're only digesting like 10% of the food that you eat. But sugary drinks, now I hate high fructose corn syrup. You should have a food with a whole sugar. It comes into your stomach and gets absorbed in your stomach. So let's say, like the average American might consume 3 sodas a day or 3 sugary drinks a day. That's literally 600 calories a day. And now if you replace that with kombucha, you just went from giving your body 600 calories a day to 150 calories a day. And you are not digesting probably 60 to 80%, half of the calories that are coming into you. Sugary drinks are just easy calories, and you need them. There's a reason why you are attracted to sugar, is because your body needs energy. I know the keto diets are very popular right now, but the simplest life forms on earth go to sugar over fat. Fat metabolism is complicated. If I just have a sugary drink, it literally gets absorbed in the stomach. Done. If you have fat, it has to get digested in the stomach or broken down in the stomach, and then the gallbladder needs to secrete bile, and then it needs to get absorbed in your small intestine. But hey, you're going to the bathroom 20 times a day, so it doesn't sit in the small intestine long enough to get absorbed. And if it does get absorbed, it needs to get wrapped in a lipoprotein, so it costs protein to digest fat. It's a very complex process that I'm probably not even mentioning half of the steps. But the second your lips touch the glass of a sugary drink, orange juice, peach juice, apple juice, whatever tickles your fancy. I can't stand high fructose corn syrup, but some calories is better than 0 calories when you're super underweight with Crohn's disease. You will feel it in your brain. The second you take your first sip, your brain will come back alive again. And that is super important because Crohn's disease is controlled from your brain. Your brain controls your whole entire body. A brilliant German doctor, Dr. Hammer, could look at your brain CT scan and know if you had Crohn's, colitis, or any disease, because it's controlled from the brain and it starts after a conflict shock. Now, the next steps you need to take to really get better, this is just helping you have energy again and be able to function again and to get some weight back. I don't know why I'm fatigued all the time. Your body is spending tons of energy, and the one easy fuel source that it had, which was sugary drinks, is now gone. It's simple math. It's simple logic, which modern medicine and holistic medicine just seem to have lost. They don't have logic. They don't know simple math and logic. They just don't. They recommend hard to digest foods, and they recommend foods low in energy and low in nutrients. It's just simple math. If you just put foods side by side and you look at them, you just eat the foods with more energy and more nutrients. It's like really it's so simple. So I have a free webinar where I go over case studies and I show you exactly what I did to get better. I remember when I was meeting with my holistic guy or meeting with my doctor, and I was just like, man, something doesn't add up. You're telling me I have to throw out everything plastic in my house, and meanwhile my friends and family, they eat whatever they want and they're rolling in plastic all day long. They don't have any symptoms. There's something not adding up. My free webinar is a mini version of my 13-day protocol. Those pictures that you saw earlier, they did my 13-day protocol to get better. My free instant webinar on my bio link is a free version of this. And it's everything I wish somebody would have told me when I had no idea what to do after I spent thousands of dollars on modern medicine and holistic medicine, and I was becoming very frustrated and hopeless until I discovered this. And literally, like, my symptoms were cut in half overnight, and I gained 20 pounds. Like, when I was really healthy, I weighed like 165, and I still looked like a skeleton. But now I would be shocked if I went out under 185 pounds. Like, I actually look like a man. I could tell women started to see me differently and actually started to see me as a mating option when I put weight on my bones. Women have this biological need. They're mostly attracted to men that can protect them. And if your woman weighs more than you, or if you weigh less than the average guy, she can't logically feel safe around you because you physically can't protect her in the primal sense. Go check out my free webinar, instant webinar in the bio link.